Just wanted to show this, folks. Still on this nicer trail, but these like trees are just perfectly in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just in a perfect line. There you go. Kind of strange, kind of neat. Maybe they were grown that way when this was a settlement, because it looks like it probably was at one time. Former settlement. Starting to rain. Howdy folks, Shawn here from Hiking with Shawn on YouTube. And today I'm at Indian Kitchen here in Shawnee National Forest, Lusk Creek Canyon area off of Indian Kitchen Road. I will put the directions to this trailhead in the description below. And it's a pretty cool area. It's a really muddy trail all the way to the kitchen part, a lot of horse use. And after that, it gets a lot easier to manage and just a pretty nice area. So, haven't been here in a while and looking forward to seeing the place. So stay tuned. Alright, we're on the trail heading towards the kitchen. A little ways to go still, but if you ever come out here, here's some tips for the trail. Wear clothes and shoes and bring gear that you don't care to get muddy, because this is a muddy trail. It is heavily used by horses and it gets really muddy, especially in the summer months. And a lot of side trails have been created to manage the mud, and those are even muddier. So definitely not a place, if you don't want to get muddy, don't come here, but it's definitely worth visiting. So if you don't mind getting muddy, if you have clothing and shoes and gear and all that you don't mind getting dirty, this is definitely worth a visit, because it's really cool at the kitchen. And at the kitchen part, it's a natural area, so horses are not legally allowed to be in that area. So it's a lot easier to manage. As I said, folks, bring shoes and pants that you don't mind to get really muddy and dirty, because it's like this all year round. So in the winter, when it's covered in snow, it isn't so bad. It's still muddy, but it's easier to manage. Alrighty folks, just came from the trail of many holes and made it to the horse tie line area of Indian Kitchen natural area. Smells very horsey. And go check out the sign. You can read on it if you want. All sorts of little trails out here. Ramsey Junction. Yep. County Road 126. I've never actually taken that trail. Don't know where it goes, and I know there's a trail somewhere over yonder. And well, there's that. Now a lot of people don't know it, but the Indian Kitchen portion of this trail is a shelter. We're pretty high up, so if you are in this area, here's my feet, here's the edge, you're close to the bluff, be really super careful, because there's rock and everything else, and it could be slippery, and you don't want to fall, because that might hurt. But here is the Indian Kitchen shelter. So this is where we think Native Americans likely came here and cooked and probably sheltered, and that was their view. I wonder if they enjoyed the view like we do today. Something to kind of food for thought. But pretty neat. A lot of photoing opportunities. And just a beautiful view of the Lusk Creek Canyon. And good old-fashioned bluffage. And yeah, so there you have it, the kitchen. To get to this trail, there's a trail to your right before the sign-in box as you're making your way down into the canyon. And just be careful when you're walking it. I will put the GPS coordinates of this location on the description below. Alrighty, we have made it back onto the main trail. And just enjoying the views as we make our way down to the canyon, the pretty canyon area. And it usually is really pretty. The water reflects off the walls of the canyon, the bluffage, and just looks really nice. And I've been out here during all seasons, and it looks really nice in the winter with snow everywhere and ice, but it's really slippery, so you gotta really be careful. But it's definitely worth a visit. Just tell someone where you're going, just to be safe. But it's nice, it's nice walking on regular trail for a slight moment. All right, made it down to the canyon. The cool bluffage. Get a little closer down to the bottom here. Alrighty, folks, just got done skinny dipping. Not really, but here at the bottom, checking out the bluffage. Very cool bluffage. In the winter, the waterfall over here, you can't really see it, but it gets all ice and people come up here and they climb it. It's a video floating around on Facebook or YouTube or something like that. It shows it. It's pretty neat. I wouldn't do it, but they have. But it's a neat little area for sure. Very cool area. Very photographic. Deep, pretty deep. I mean, it'd be a good place to come swim if you're a swimmer and you're looking for a water hole. Exploring more of the little side trails down the Indian Kitchen Canyon. Ooh, that was a bunch of sticker bush. Some sticker bush over here. Just a pretty area. All that blue water. Really pretty area. There's a big waterfall. It's not really a waterfall today, but there's some water coming off. A little trickle effect. Just a neat area. See some neat looking birds. I'm gonna try to zoom in and see if I can see them. Yeah, that's as far as I can zoom in. Some sort of hawks or buzzards or something. So we're in an area. You can see these bigger trees. This was likely old settlement of some kind. Here's some posts. Maybe old fencing or something along the lines of that. But pretty neat to find stuff like this. There's quite a few of them posts. And there's old posts there. But this is an old big tree. Just love finding areas like this. And that was probably maybe an old wagon road right there. Pretty cool.